Welcome to another dire recording session. In the last video, I got a boner from doing the race. Oh my god, I haven't done this in so long. I always skip doing this on a randomizer because it's very it's just I don't know. It's annoying, and also I've never I think gotten the hard piece for beating this certain amount of time. Oh my god, I'm surprised I didn't walk into that. Anyway, but also it's very annoying and dumpy. As always, I get in both Ocarina time and Majora's Mask given some not very fun bits to do in this game. Now, yeah, here it is. In this part, I usually like to go around here, and I usually like to climb up. Now, yeah, you place a flame there, which kind of slows you down quite a bit. Oh my god, I'm surprised I skipped that one too. Now to get the piece of heart, because you have to do it in under a minute, you have to... Actually, I believe it's under... I don't know. Maybe stop for a bit because I got slow behind. But what is it? I believe to do it under a minute, you have to use the hook shot at the entrance to that chasm area and then hook shot up onto the torch stand. And there, that should give you plenty of time. Well, that should give you enough, cover enough time to get under a minute. I didn't make it look possible with how much time I have left, but that is definitely something that is completely, I don't know, I clearly did this badly, and clearly I got slowed down at some points because I wasn't getting ahead of it. Now we get the hook shot. I love this item. But I obviously love it more as the long shot. I like it when this item is sorry, I like the hook shot in Majora's Mask a lot more because the hook shot in that is just it's not an upgraded item. What is it, when, sorry, just trying to think, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, that's right. So in Majora's Mask, you just get the hook shot, and it's already at the long shot, kind of chain length and distance. And I think it might even be longer than that. I don't know, but it's just that. Hook shot in this is very short and weak. Now, as you can see, there's a heart piece over there, and there's also a guy to talk to, and to get a song off early. Oh my god, I was gonna say if I fell off, I was gonna say that'd be incredibly. No! Hello. Get this song and just ignore what I just did. He's clearly not focused on that. And I guess I can't skip this guy's text as much as I can in Majora's Mask. I've been testing with Majora's Mask, and I can definitely say it definitely has a lot more very much skippable text instead of forced slow text like in this game. And the only reason I did this is to get the Song of Storms because I will probably need it for some grottos or just to get some super fairies as I've called them at some other point. You know what I absolutely should have done? I forgot. I got the hook shot out for that. Out to make sure I could get that piece of heart for a reason. So I guess what I'm going to now do is probably go back into the graveyard and we'll see if I am able to get the piece of heart for getting in the lost or doing it in less than a minute. But also just to get that heart piece there. I'm not focused on getting this race heart piece. I am going to probably have another crack at that later on for the video. Alright, here we go. Alright, now, first thing that would definitely help is not running into that first one, which I need, so that's good. I'm just also going to try and not stay in the middle of the pathway, because if I stay in the middle of the pathway, I don't think I'll be able to, yeah. I don't know, I was trying to turn the corner, but I didn't have enough time there. God damn it. That's two, that's already, too much time stopped. know, I just had an instinct to go that way. I was just like, don't do that. That's a stupid move. Oh god, oh god, it's terrible. This is really bad. That's why I haven't been making it on time. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get this in a minute. So yeah, it will, however, take the. Oh god, it's already up there. I have to position that shit, unfortunately. Oh god. I don't think I keep. Yeah. Maybe it's with the long shot, I don't know. I think the person I was recently playing Vanilla Ocarina of Time somewhat recently had to, like, use the long shot instead of the hook shot as well. Well, not as well, but you know what I mean, I guess. So, yeah, it seems like I'm going to need the long shot for that. But I feel like you can do it, like, straight away after doing it. Oh my god, I thought the left turn was back there. But that's fine, he's placing them a lot out. Very closely, so, that means I'm getting a lot faster. Now what sucks is that in Majora's Mask, there is another one of these kinds of races. And the whole thing with that is that it's fine because you have the bunny hood and then you have the Deku mask. You have a lot of other different methods for like traveling and like, yeah, I'm not getting this, but it's fine. I just want to make it through the door so I can get the piece of heart. God damn it. Go. There we go. I think it's like a minute 10 it closes. But yeah, so yeah, if obviously you don't make, so obviously I didn't make it, so I just get a red ruby for like participation, I guess. Right. Now the thing is, you can't hook shot, or I don't think even long shot, up to like these parts from the lower level. And hold on a second, it's not on there, is it? It is. No, you can't. Now you can. I guess what is I can hook shot it. Can I go into it? I believe I can. And alright, that's what I should have done earlier. Alright, so with the long shot, I believe. Well, yeah, there it is. These parts of the. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can do it under here. I don't know, but whether you'd actually be able to reach it, I don't know. I feel like I've done that and tried that many times before. But, what is it? The whole thing about it is that it's that when I try to do that, the only time I can think of doing that is as a kid. So, like, and not really having, just kind of messing around and kind of like trying to get something. So, yeah, I don't think I ever had a problem with it. So I guess right now what I'm going to go do is, yes, thank goodness we have a phone up because now I don't have to walk and roll throughout this whole field. I can actually just summon a phone up and just, what is it, right around here. So, yeah, as I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, go down to Lake Hylia and activate our Scarecrow song because I'm going to need it. Definitely, especially when I go back into Dodongo's cabin. Cabin or cabin? I don't know. For some reason I was having trouble saying that, and I don't know why. Anyway, I'm gonna need the Scarecrow song when I go back into Dodongo's cabin to get a gold Skull in there, or maybe even two. I don't know. I believe it's two to get in there, or maybe. It is at least, it is like at max 4, because Master Quest locks up quite a few of them. Alright. Oh, that's right, and where we had the Scarecrow song, we can go there and get a piece of heart. I just need to remember what my song is. Unfortunately, these blue tech cards are around, and even with the Master's Heart, they still take 2 hits, so. Right now, what I want to do is play this song, which I've copied it off Caleb Simpson at Zelda Dungeons video walkthrough. So now, let me just go test what this. Oh, actually, no, let me bring up Pona. Because I mean, I'd be running back and forth to the Scarecrow song, but once that actually works, I'm going to be over here. So when I need to get up owner and leave this area, I am going to have to, what is it, I see an obvious glowing green up there, so now it's a sign to play the Scarecrow song. Alright, good, it does work. Oh, alright, there we go. Now, so the thing is, you can plant a magic bean here and be fully grown here, and then you can just ride it up onto this roof. Oh, let me get a big, oh my god, that's a jump scare. Anyway, but you can ride it up there and you get onto this roof part, otherwise you can just use the Scarecrow song. Now, you gotta be careful here, because there's quite a few ways of flying around up here, like, so not quite a few, but like, 2, maybe 3, but I gotta try and fly into you, and that will knock you off. Which means that it probably also will knock you off the lower roof there. Although I got lucky by just having one there. And now as you can see, that hit me? Ow. Whatever. As you can see, I've now started my second row of heart containers. Now, if you're playing this game and not collecting heart pieces, but just collecting the heart containers in the dungeons from the bosses, you would not be close to having a second row of heart containers, or like, yeah, second row of health at this point. I believe that like once you beat like maybe the Shadow Temple, otherwise it's the Spirit Temple, which is the last like adult or future era dungeon, then you would have the second row of health. Alright, so what I am now going to do is, that's right. Now, okay, now I remember what I can do. I was gonna go and do Ice Cavern first, but I actually can, but I actually won't be on a time limit when I get up to that stage of the Biggoron sword trading sequence. Why is this so hard to talk? I don't know, but I hate it. Anyway, but no, that's like halfway through it, and I'm not on a time limit to take an item to King Zora once he's unfold. So what I'm going to do is just leave that bit for when I get up to that part. I want Epona ready there. Well, actually, no, not yet. In a couple of steps after we trade a couple of items, will I then need opponent-like position, but it'll be when we're exiting from Kokiri Forest. Anyway. Now, yeah, she's not here right now, because it's night time. And I should have played the Sun song earlier, but it's fine. I just don't want to play it before exiting into this area. This area again. Anyway, but, oh yeah, I don't really want to walk that much too. But I want to play it here because otherwise I'm going to get warped all the way back to the edges of Kakariko Village, and I don't want that at all. Just a second. I'm just going to quickly pause the recording. Okay, I am now back. I've just been told to lower my voice via text because we have a family over here, I guess, for Easter celebration. Well, not celebration, but just Easter break, I guess. And because my mum is staying here with Rose and I taking care of the kids, unfortunately that is a... What am I doing? I'm just about to leave here right past my door. But because of that, my mum is staying here helping me, my family thought, well, mostly just one person in my family, and then another person kind of tagged on until then it was like 2 people against like 1, and then just like everyone agreeing with it that my mum shouldn't have to make a trip, like just for 1 day or something. So it is now being decided that we are hosting it here. Very much not to our own will, but obviously, family comes first in that way. And my mom has absolutely said that, like, please do it for me. And we're just like, well, Roses with how tired she is nowadays. But what am I doing? I don't want to live in this area either, yeah. But with how tired Rose is and still recovering, um, there is like no room. She was just like, I don't want to argue. You should just let it happen. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this, oh, well, I don't really need to explain it because this is a guide. Yeah, I just need to do this because this is what I have to do with the item I just received in the Biggoron trick sequence. So there we go. Now with the messages guys can let me open up the menu. Actually, you know what, let me put this on there because I don't have anything to put on there. And I need the hook shot out pretty much just because I like it. As you can see, a lot of our items as young Link are just not available to be used. Even Deku sticks, which is kind of understandable. Um, like why that would be the case, but it's still annoying. However, do not fret because I am going to be getting the Biggoron, so Deku sticks will not be needed for increased damage. Anyway, there it is. I really don't have to like having to lower my voice, my commentary. It's just yeah, it just kind of sucks because obviously other people are here and I don't hear myself talking loud, but I don't know. Anyway, we'll just continue on with this and I will just keep on trying to force my voice to be quiet. Okay, so with the with Kajira now ours, like this blue chicken, we are now heading to Kokiri Forest, and when we trade off this item to the person at Kokiri Forest, and that is when a timer will start to activate because it's like an ingredient of the item that we've been given has an expiration time. I just want to keep my phone out in case I am talking too loud. Still, because I'm not, I've clearly lowered my voice. That's not, I don't know. It's just, I need to have it at the ready because I have a door suffering, but unfortunately that just doesn't like keep the door closed. What? Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, can Opana not cross the bridge? But obviously she can. Anyway. So yeah, I guess this is gonna be a bit of a mellow recording session. I don't know. Obviously there's a lot of factors going into how this is going to play out. Unfortunately. I'm thinking what I want to do. I usually park her right in front of the door. What I'm probably going to do is put her right here. I'm just going to roll out here. Just so I hopefully don't get caught in the way of the trees. This isn't a hard, what is it, time sequence. I've actually done almost all of this Biggoron sword trading sequence without Epona, but I think there's a point where you need Epona. I think that was at the point where I just like couldn't do it. Also I just stopped trying. And I'm just trying to think, wait, because of that, but again, I believe that it's because I I only did that when I was a child because I could never get a partner. So I always kept losing the second race to Ingo. But I don't know. So I could probably do it nowadays, but yeah, it would still be a big lot of Hyrule Field I have to cross to then get up into Death Mountain's peak. It was specifically the last step. Now, you see this magic beam plan I put in? Um, that I put that there for a reason, like because it would just take us right in. You can seriously walk through the forest and get out of here. And yeah, it makes you face in the wrong direction if you position yourself like I did. God damn it, get on the horse. What is going on? Also have like an itchy lip, which is not helping, and an itchy neck. Anyway, as I said, the timing for this is quite easy. However, it can go quite wrong if you play this. I'll explain in a second. Oh my god, I was hoping I could just scratch like my lip or whatever and just let opponent ride. No, it's gonna take too much time. God damn it, this is not gonna make me go any faster. I'll just quietly, just slowly stroll here. Anyway. So I have less than 2 minutes to do this, which is going to be quite easy. However, as I said, or as I was saying, you can. The thing is, we have to go into a shop which is only open at daytime. So the thing of what you want to do here is, if it's night time right now, you have to play the sun song. It's easy. It's best to do it when you enter the village as soon as that. Um, if you haven't done it yet, you will still have plenty of time. You just need to either book it once you walk back to the entrance of Kakariko village, or you have to go up to up the Death Mountain Trail and then play it there. Oh my god, I guess it's gonna be interesting for how things work out with this game. Because I think I just walked through like what looked like solid wall. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to turn off this widescreen patch. Anyway. Yes, that's right. I'm used to Majora's Mask doing the thing where you go into the start inventory, or then giving you a prompt to go while in text to open up your start menu, equip the item, then trade it, which is absolutely fantastic. But this one, however, hasn't got that yet, so yeah. Now this one isn't a timed one, and the next couple ones isn't untimed either. We're almost done with the first half of the trading sequence. Anyway. So all I want to do at this point is just exit Kakariko village. I was just thinking with this I don't know, it's probably a lot faster to go for the other way. Oh my god, yes, see, like, this is like a, it's like a, maybe that was a solid, cuddly, or like, boundary in how it would work properly, but it just seems that, like, maybe it's also screwed up as well. Okay, so now we're going back to Kakariko, to Kokiri Forest, where we got the forest herbs, or sorry, the odd mushroom, that's right, that's what it is. Anyway, and we're going back to that same exact place. And then after that, we are heading to Gerudo Canyon. I think it is, I don't know. I think it's not Gerudo Canyon, I just can't figure what it is, but it doesn't matter, it's only a name. So it's now at this point where I will park Epona, like, further at the entrance, because I'm not going to be on a timer for this one. Yeah, as you can see, like, if you are on a timer going around there, those trees obviously are very, like, annoying barrier, opponent will just stop constantly. And also, what is it, you have a thin passageway to get through them. Anyway. Again, I am, well, actually, I don't know if I have to apologize, but I just want to say, I'm really sorry for, how the, all the recording issues, or just, like, I don't know, all the tech issues have been lately. As you can see, the guy's not there, but then there's this girl who's a little creepy. And obviously you have to show it to her, because, yeah. Anyway, so, but yeah. And she'll take that because the guy stole it. And, that stuff belongs to the forest. And she'll give you a potion soul, which I think the item description they just gave me gives you a bit of a hint of what to do with this. But yeah, either way, you have to take this to what is Gerudo Canyon. Okay, that's obviously why you don't put a pony in front of the lever. Yeah, I guess just park her. Yeah, that's where you don't park her. Right in front of the forest entryway. Alright, that fence is usually a hit or miss kind of thing. Most likely, most of the time, but a miss. So I'm glad I got that sort. Okay, yeah. Just making sure I'm heading the right way. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, I think I want to head down this lower area, because otherwise I'm going to be up on a higher ledge and I won't be able to get down there. The few of those in the higher field in there are a little annoying. Like there's one near Kakariko village. Oh, but I believe the point of those two things of these higher ledges are to place like big posing, which yes, well, yes, I will be attempting to get all big pose. However, if it turns into another situation, like the child or the past, the Hyrule Castle Town Market shooting gallery attempts that I did, then yeah, I'll just skip that. So now I don't know if you can use the hook shot. Maybe you can, or if it's actually the long shot that you have to use there. But maybe you can, but otherwise the way to get across is just to get a running start with a fighter. So we take the sword of this guy, and then he's going to give me, I guess that's right, the Biggoron guide sword. So now we have to go to the top of Death Mountain, and this will be our first of 2 visits to the top of Death Mountain. And when I say the top, I mean like the very top. I wasn't able to turn very well there, but I should just be focusing on reversing instead of turning. Yeah, I don't think that's correct. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. I guess that one's very forgiving because they probably know how finicky that is. Oh god, this bridge at this angle is going to be annoying. So we are now just about to enter. Sorry, we are now in the second. We've just started the second half of the Biggoron sword trading sequence. Anyway, so sorry, if you don't know this already, during the time sequence, if you have any of the warp songs and try to warp to a nearby area where your goal is in a timed sequence, it'll automatically fail you. It doesn't matter how much time you got on the clock. It doesn't matter like how close you are to the end, or like how early you are in the timing. It'll fail you, and then you'll have to come back to the. I don't know if you'll have to manually go back to the person you got the like for example, I don't know if you'll have to manually go back to that guy in the in Kokiri Forest, or like to was it King Zora with 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 the odd frog or whatever. Um, but point is you can't do it. But it is still quite very simple. Well, not, I don't know. It is still quite. It is very manageable to still do, as long as you have a opponent and also some help from some magic being placed. But opponent, I would say, is really all that's needed. As it is true that I've done this, and with um, while I've done this in the past, not even as a child, where I've had a partner, but I've forgotten this magic bean like sprout up here, so it's fine. Now just as an FYI, when you're in the future, going up Death Mountain Trail, there will be these boulders rolling down. As I said like that. I guess I just realized. So welcome to something that I skipped and you could have easily have gotten earlier by taking advantage of the system, but I decided to do it officially just for the videos. And also because, well, I kind of want to get myself used to doing that stuff officially when I do my eventual randomizer of this game, or my multiple randomizer runs in this game. So, as I said, this plan is not required as long as you have a partner, but it does just actually like shave off quite a few precious seconds there. Now, the rocks, yeah, the flaming rocks are falling down, and you, if you've been in the fire temple, these flaming rocks will not be here. Now this part is probably better achieved. Well, yeah, I'm sure it's better achieved with bow and arrow. Over the hook shot, will easily be able to manage. Oh yes, that's right. There is a tech guy at the top. Event has locked onto me, and then tried to attack me there. So that saves. That puts an issue out of the way for later. From later. Anyway, I can take that one out. Can I take out this one properly? No. No, I can't. So it seems like I have to do this in first. But just as long as you're aiming carefully and also patiently, just believe it or not, trust me, being patient and taking your time with it is a lot faster than rushing it. Then you will easily be able to get up here and get the Biggoron sword after you get the clean check. Anyway. Oh yeah, so as I said, there's usually a tech tied up here. That'll as that'll link or in the future, but it'll try and like impede your process or knock you off. Yeah, so if you can get it to aggro onto you down there because you're taking too long like I did, or you climb up further and then like get yourself some cover on the wall, just like a bit of a bit of like rocks and platforms sticking out of the wall, then you'll be absolutely fine either way. And that's how you handle that. Okay, so now we have a prescription for eye drops, and we have to go now take that to King Zora at Zora's Domain. And when we get to Zora's Domain, you'll find that it'll be all frozen over, and King Zora and the shop at the Zora's Domain will be encased or like will be encased in red ice, to which we need blue fire for that. And when we get that, we can easily unfold, thaw King Zora, hand over the item, and then we will be able to do the last two parts of this trading sequence, which will be definitely, I'd say, the two hardest parts of the trading sequence. And for the last one especially, you'll want a opponent, and if you can do it and like feel like you need the extra help, the magic bean sprout, what is it, planted outside Dongo's cabin as a child. And that, and if you haven't done it now, and if you need that help, the thing is, you either have to do it without the bean sprout, which, as I said, it is still manageable completely to be able to do it. It's early as long as you have a partner, but also the thing is, you have to beat this forest temple first if you want that extra advantage, because you're not going to be able to go back in time, because Sheik will be guarding the pedestal of time, unfortunately. So now there's no cooking, and you probably tried bombing this many times before, but the way you open this is by playing the Song of Storms. But it's just a hidden grotto down there, and they're not important or to me in this regular mode playthrough. Oh no, it's apparently Sendeku Scrubs. But either way, I don't know what they sell, but I'm not even going to try checking out, because I will be checking out all of these hidden grottos across Hyrule in this game, even the Master Quest game, when I do my randomizer rap, which will start at some point after I've done, after I finish this regular mode after I finish this playthrough of the base Master Quest. Well, sorry, a randomizer will start eventually, and not long after that. Once I have finished through the my regular playthrough, or just my normal playthrough of Ocarina of Time Master. I don't know why that was so difficult. Now, as you can kind of see, the area is a little bit different, not just like in the sky, but as you can see, the water drops are definitely like white, as if there's like snow coming from it. You can also see the waterfall is probably a little bit different, and well, I don't know, you'll probably just notice that, like, as much as the water is flowing easily from here, that the land is not really drinking it up as much as you'd think it would be. And that is because Zora's domain is frozen. Anyway. And as much as a kid I thought, and I looked on Google so many times when I was young, thinking and like listening to all these like insane people, just like people trolling me, and thinking like I must be able to get back to normal Zora's domain and make it unfrozen as Adult Link, but no, you cannot. Now, usually at this point, actually no, I think I've already discussed this, but yeah, I think just at this point, for this time, while I'm here, I'm only going to be getting the blue file, and then leaving to get the Biggoron sword, and then I'm going to go to the forest temple. Now the whole thing is, before some of these, clearly not these, it's harder to do it when they're moving. Like you can climb up on some of these platforms like I just did, and also the Octorok rocks will also sometimes help you with that. Yeah, but as you can see, I just wanted to get a piece of heart there. There's another piece of heart that I will be able to get once I do beat the ice cavern eventually when I choose to do that. But it's at the bottom of this lake. Sorry, I'm not heading back yet. I now want to head over to this way. Come on. I guess I could get onto there, onto this from that. Oh, but I don't know. I'm having incredibly good luck with these. A lot of the time, these will just like you climb onto them, but you'll slip right off and just go back to swimming. But apparently, I've been having a lot more luck with this than I have before. Now, first off, yeah, as I said, I'll be covering this dungeon when at a later time when I do it. But something I want to point out: there are several pathways or several like hallways in the ice cavern that will have rolling boulders constantly coming through them, and you will just have to like either take some hearts out every so often or quite often, or just like time your run through safely. But I prefer to just run through them. Right now, if you saw that took a bit of a delayed time for that to open, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it doesn't open up instantly, but it always like messes with my head multiple times. I look around the room and there's no like chests or anything that's appeared. Oh, that was odd. I guess I walked into a different zone. I guess because I'm playing the original GameCube version. I don't know. Okay, it's not that. Alright, so I think it's that room, but I need to go into to get blue fire. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to empty a bottle for that. I'm just kind of like stabbing this guy because I'm a little mellowed out, I guess. That guy got annoying. But he turned around and he died very easily. Alright. Honestly, I believe in it. Wait, no. Oh, that's, I guess that's another one of those. I thought that was an ice key coming towards me. Then I thought it was a ghost. And it was a, oh, whatever that thing is. I forgot what they call it. This one I'm going to take my time on it just because it took so many hits to get that one. What I'm going to do now is, as I said, empty out a bottle and get some blue fire because I need this for the Biggoron sword. Trading sequence. I need to like unfreeze King's Aura. And what I want to do also is I want to take that bottle of blue fire off my sea items selection in case I accidentally use it unintentionally, because I would very much like I would very much so like to not waste it and have to come all this way back here to get it again. Unfortunately those enemies are respawn, but it's fine because I'm just walking by them. Yeah, I found them. I have very many comical times when playing this game in my personal playthroughs where I just constantly have something like that happen, or I just walk around the corner and then the boulder like hits me as soon as I turn into the area. Anyway, so if I'm just like stop talking for a second or kind of like sound like I'm away from the microphone, it's because I'm checking my phone screen, not turning it on, just checking the on screen or the always on display, just to make sure that I am not being too loud. So I really don't need that. Now, I wasn't gonna split this whole thing up into 2 videos, but it is absolutely too late to now, because these last 2 sequences are going to go by very quickly. Oh, that's right. See, the whole thing is that we are still on can't talking right there. That's right, I want this item up. I figured I should have something up here, but I couldn't remember what. Oh wait, maybe I should have actually waited a bit because I can actually just get the Zora tunic right now. Let me see if it actually um lets me get them yet. Or maybe I should have done no. Anyway, as you can hear me kind of mashing the button. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that doesn't take time off the clock. Either way, I usually always have plenty of time to like park my horse. Now the thing is, you could easily go to Lake Hylia through the diving shortcut in this area. However, as it is true that this whole place is frozen over, it is you have to go through Hylia Field. And that's what we're going to do, and that's obviously very fast. It's a lot faster achieved with a puna, but as I have said, even as like when I was a child, that getting like I could easily get to Lake Hylia without a puna. It was just the last step, which is the next one that was very difficult for me. Now, ignore all the pieces of land. You just want to get into the water, go down this way, and then as soon as you get to a point where the water's deep enough where you're swimming, and which is just down here, but like it's the most direct path out of here. As you can see on the map, so in the on the mini map, that just like that bottom like pathway there is very much the water like current, and it is quite very much the direct or the swiftest route. So I don't want to waste up my carrots because I have been doing that by mashing the A button unintentionally. And we also, you probably spotted on the mini map, well, I've been traveling to Lake Hylia before. I'm just going to go through the gap here in the fence because I don't want to get stopped by not being able to jump over the fence. As you can see, the part that I'm now facing to, the exit at the bottom left of the map, is the entrance to Lake Hylia. If you can hear something vibrating or something weird, that is because apart from like cigarettes, hiding with the Son of Agony, when the game will vibrate, um, the like I guess opponents like footsteps or like gallops are also gonna do some vibrating annoyingly. As you can see, I was able to park Epona. I have plenty more time to park Epona with because this one's just so easy. As I've always had plenty of time to park Epona to get her ready to go all the way to the peak of Death Mountain back to Biggoron. So I just had to clear my throat a bit. But I was trying to do it like as efficiently but also like quietly, so that's why I had to keep on doing it because it just wasn't working that way. I don't think it's like my throat's not clear. It's probably because it's just croaky and like maybe hoarse or something from talking at this volume or like at this level for a while. Anyway, so as you can see, we have 4 minutes. We will probably end up getting to the peak or like finishing or like getting the claim check for the Biggoron sword with like definitely less than a minute, or probably like 30 seconds remaining. So now, obviously, we just have to make a mad dash now for Kakariko Village, and then go up Death Mountain Trail, then go up the magic bean sprout and go up the rest of the pathway. What am I doing? I just itchy on like several places. So I'm also running wasted all my carrots. Also not going the most direct way. Probably gonna get stopped on the bridge here, which at that point I'll probably just get off and roll. Alright, there we go. I already want to do this. I'm like just reel the control stick back, get off, and now I just want to start running, start rolling as well once I've finished itching my nose. Still happening. Anyway. I'm probably just gonna stop talking for a minute and just concentrate and not really I guess commentate on what I'm doing and just let you see for yourself. But this is but this is easily manageable. So obviously just ignore the enemies. The rock coming, which I'm probably gonna get hit by that. No, probably not. Now I absolutely have time to go around and climb up to this little area, and it doesn't take long. But as you can see, well, yeah, by doing that little detour there, it takes a bit of time. But just by taking the magic bean plant, it puts us right in the direction of getting up Death Mountain Trail. And just ignore the damage, you don't have to worry about it. And now, because I don't have the bow and arrow, this is where things could take a bit of time. I was waiting for that take time to arrive, and it did. I'm glad I decided to do that. There we go. As you can see, we are at now less than a minute left on the clock. We easily have enough time. As long as I don't screw up something stupid, or the game doesn't glitch out or something. Right, let me actually target this thing instead. I failed once, I was just like, I don't want to have to risk doing these last two steps again. Because I believe if you run out of time on here, you will have to go back to King's R and then go to the laboratory at Lake Climbing again, and then you'll have to do this bug. Okay, now that we've done this, there is just a small little thing that you have to do, which is not at all timed, it's not at all difficult, it just takes a bit of time, and just also, instead of giving us the gift straight away, they make us wait, because we have like a claim check, or sort of like a script, I guess you could say, that we now have to just wait some time for it. So what you just want to do is you just want to play the Sun Song, I believe, 6 times, because you have to wait 3 days before the sword is available. You also don't want to play the Sun Song too fast, because otherwise you'll have to play it again, because it won't switch to the next day. However, that one did work, at least, and I was thinking I'd have to play it again, but I didn't have to, so it's just better to space these out a bit instead of what I'm doing here. Thinking it would change faster. I don't know, maybe it's just like the game needs like more time to process, or maybe it just needs some time to catch up. Maybe it's because it's been trying to catch up like from when I did it too fast like earlier. Anyway, I believe this should be it now. I haven't actually been counting. I'm probably up to the 3rd or 4th day. Now you can speak to him and then you will say the trader for the claim check, and then you show the claim check to him, and then you get the Biggoron sword. So this is fantastic. This makes bosses like so easy, and yeah, it is just basically a broadsword. Now, because you hold it, or like you wield it with two hands, you cannot block. It looks like you can block with a sword, but you really can't. So the whole thing is, if you wanted to block something, like for example in the Twin Rover fight with the mirror shield, then you would have to switch off the Biggoron sword. Sorry, switch the Master Sword, use the mirror shield to like stun the boss, or like do what you need to do with it, then switch back to the Biggoron sword. And the thing is, you can use the shield when you don't have the sword equipped, but the whole thing is when you need to, in like a point where it's like, where you're in like a fight or a situation where you need to like put that thing away drastically while doing upper combinations recently, it is a little bit of a hit and miss situation. It's going so well here, but like to a point where you're fighting a boss and like you're like moving around, you'll be rolling a bunch, and then I just had to press the button like 6 times to get it to like work. See, after rolling, yeah, I guess it takes so much of that time. And now, but I've gotten this, the Water Temple boss is so much faster. There's a point where you can easily damage it on its first, easily defeat it on its first stun with like 3 to 5 like regular Biggoron slashes by cornering it. And Volvagio is a lot easy, is now a lot quicker, because you start to do a Biggoron sword jump attack. I don't know how much up he is, but he'll still take a decent bit because his attacks take up quite a bit of time. But he's now a lot faster, and he'll just progress through phases quicker. Bongo is much faster. Twin Rover is a lot faster once you have perfected like the copying like damage via the copying like the lost damage dealt, and using that damage with the stab technique, which not really showing at me here, but there it is. That's really what I did. So it's like a point where I can actually shut it off right now. Not obviously I'm an enemy, but what you do to like take advantage of a really busted glitch in this game is to do a jump attack, and that will deal damage to the boss. Get off the Z target here, crouch, and then just stab, and then you'll. So I believe doing a jump attack with the Biggoron sword is like 6, 7, or like 8 damage. So then when you do a jump attack, you're doing that 6 to like 8 damage, and then when you stab, you are doing that same amount of damage, but at a much faster rate. You just keep on mashing the stab button, and that way you can defeat like the initial Ganondorf fight super fast, like at like its first stun, which is fantastic. So I will see you in the next video, and we are going to now go ahead to the Forest Temple